What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. What I'm about to report to you is absolute proof that our society is totally and completely controlled and manipulated by the media, whether it's television, whether it's social media, whether it's representatives of the music industry, entertainment industry, political realm, whatever. People have lost their ability to interpret what is real, what is propaganda. They can't decipher anymore. It's amazing. It's the numbers of us who can see uh, whether something is a con, whether someone's trying to con us, whether we're being manipulated or being fleeced, I think is a better term. They can't see that. So, according to reports, Bronny James is set to overtake LeBron James for having the NBA's top selling jersey. This is again, Bronny has overtaken his dad, LeBron, in terms of the most searched and likely purchased NBA jerseys. So, despite the fact that this guy's the worst player in the NBA, matter of fact, he's not even in the NBA no more, technically. Despite the fact that he's probably the worst player when he played sparsely in the G League, by far the worst starter. Well, I wouldn't even say starter. Yeah, starter and starter. I'm talking about the worst player in the NBA, the worst player in the summer league. That's what I was thinking. 1 point a game, 17% shooting from the floor. Hasn't made a three-pointer in like 7 months. Despite all of that, by the numbers, he's the most popular player in the NBA and the most talked about player and the most popular jersey. We are truly in real life idiocracy times. No question about it. I mean, look at the people who we have elected to office. Look at the people we had to select from president. For God's sakes, did you hear the news about Caitlyn Jenner is probably going to run for governor of California? What the fuck is wrong with our society? But to go forward into this, in a recent study done by Fadeaway World, it showed that Bronny has overtaken his dad, LeBron, in terms of the most searched and likely purchased NBA jerseys. The study analyzed Google keyword data on searches for a player's jersey since June of 2014, going back 10 years ago. The more searched the jersey was, indicated that it's likely it has generated the most sales as well. Quote, the Lakers' most popularly searched jersey was revealed to be that of Bronny James, which received an average of 36,847 searches per month in the U.S. This puts his father, LeBron, in second place going into his 22nd NBA season, while NBA rookie Bronny ranks at the top. LeBron's jersey was subject to an average of 21,190 searches per month. Following the James's pair for jersey popularity was Austin Reeves, Anthony Davis, and Dalton Connect. So, you see something that's real interesting here? You notice how all of the most popular guys are Lakers. Lakers. Now I don't know whether or not all of these are like the top guys as far as the NBA, or whether past LeBron and Bronny, it's people as far as other teams are not listing. But that just goes to show you how important the media is. If you constantly keep playing only one, showcasing only one team, whether or not they're winning or not, that's who the casuals are going to look at. People who barely follow the NBA and don't listen to these talking heads, well, they get the perception that Bronny James is somehow, despite only averaging 1 point per game in the NBA, despite the fact he only averaged about what 5 points per game in the G League, despite the fact in the summer league he only averaged probably about 5 points a game and shot about 25% from the floor. Somehow, some way, somewhere, something justifies him being a star. Elitism, nepotism. I mean, what is it? It's frustrating. It's really frustrating, ladies and gentlemen. The Cavaliers, the best team in the NBA, and in my opinion, they rarely talk about them. Maybe some shows talk about them a little bit more, but compared to Lakers, they barely talk about them. The best teams in the NBA get talked about less, and the only people they really talk about are the Lakers. You know what I mean? And when they do talk about other players, there's always some scenario about how they can get traded and help the Lakers. I mean, it's just a horrible way that they promote this league, and then they wonder why ratings are way down. I mean, who the hell really wants to turn on BSPN or fake sports and hear them talk about Bronny? Bronny, if you're a fan of the Bucks or the Knicks or the Suns, or if you're a fan of the Heat, if you're a fan of uh, whatever, the Timberwolves, if you're a fan of any other franchise, the Clippers especially, do you really want to hear them talk about how Bronny could uh, one day be a good player if he works really, really hard? When anybody else in the NBA, they had to be good enough to be in the league, period, to be drafted. Any other guy, if this guy's name was Bronny Clinton, well, that's not to say that. If this guy's name was Bronny Smith, he would have been out there. He wouldn't even gotten the opportunity to be in the league. And by the way, is he still playing? Because I haven't heard of him playing him, but they say he's out indefinitely because of a bruised heel or something. I'm like, damn, like, ain't he 20 years old? It ain't like he's playing much any goddamn way. Well, anyway, it's just, I mean, whatever, man. I don't want to hear no Laker fan, not Laker fan, excuse me, LeBron fan. The Laker fans have a lot to complain about. I don't want to hear no LeBron fan complain about how the roster sucks. Don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because of the GM that got rid of Scottie Pippen Jr., who just had a 30 and 10 game the other day. You know what I'm saying? There's already talk about them before LeBron retires, putting another roster spot to waste, getting Bryce. I don't want to hear them talking about how the team sucks, man. Don't want to hear it. Ain't nobody gonna come help this time. Everybody getting tired of that. Always around the time trade deadline come, oh, here come the push to get LeBron some help. People tired of that shit, man. So anyway, uh, I'm done. The world is stupid as fuck. The NBA fandom is retarded, and it's sickening. It really is, man. Whoever thought the worst player, arguably in NBA history, would have the most popular jersey? So we're like in the bizarro world, man. The bizarro world. But a lot of this is us not even being in control of our culture. You know, other people tell us what we're supposed to value. We're I mean, you will never, ever see them pull this shit in the NFL. You will never, ever see them pull this shit in Major League Baseball. You would never see some bum of a star. I'm sorry, bum ass son of a star. First of all, get enough pull to even try this crap. Okay? I don't care how popular Tom Brady is. You think that he would ever disgrace the sport by getting his son drafted, knowing he's horrible, and having the NFL try to pretend like he's good? You see what they did to Daniel Jones with the Giants, right? So ain't no protection for that shit. Ain't no complexion for protection for that. If you're a bum in the NFL, your ass not gonna last. Same thing in Major League Baseball. Ain't nobody Pete Junior Junior. If he sucked, Pete Junior Junior Junior, whatever. If he sucked, his ass ain't being in the major leagues. Period. Only in the NFL. I mean, excuse me. Only in the NBA will they be able to pull this bullshit. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.